Every civilization in the universe was given a single test. Every species believed they were special. Every species failed. Entire worlds were erased. Suns were extinguished. Oceans evaporated into silence. And then came humanity. We were not the strongest. We were not the smartest. We were not the oldest. But we did something no species had ever done before. We rewrote the verdict. And the universe has never been the same. Long before humanity looked up at the stars and wondered if we were alone, something ancient was already watching. Not gods, not aliens in ships. Something older than galaxies. They were known only in scattered cosmic echoes as the arbitrators. They did not conquer. They did not negotiate. They judged. Across billions of years, across uncountable galaxies, life evolved again and again. Intelligent life, advanced life, civilizations that harnessed black holes, species that manipulated gravity like clay, empires that lasted longer than Earth's sun ever would. Every single one believed they were destined to rule existence. Every single one faced judgment, and none survived it. The pattern no one saw, the first known extinction happened in the Andros Vale galaxy. A species called the Velkari had mastered interdimensional travel. They could fold space-time and walk between realities. Their cities floated inside living nebulae. Their consciousness was networked through quantum strands. They thought they were immortal. Then one day, the sky turned white, not with light, but with absence. Every star in their galaxy blinked out simultaneously. No explosion, no radiation spike. Just deletion. Later civilizations would uncover fragments, data fossils, ghost signals, a repeating message encoded in cosmic background radiation. You were evaluated. Nothing more. Over the next few billion years, the same pattern repeated. The Threx dominion, eradicated. The oceanic mind of Iller, erased. The machine theocracy of Duvan Prime, silenced. Each civilization reached a peak. Each civilization expanded aggressively. Each civilization believed survival justified dominance. Each civilization vanished, and the message always follow it. You were evaluated. Eventually, a species known as the Athri decoded fragments of the pattern before their own destruction. They discovered something terrifying. The arbitrators were not eliminating life randomly. They were testing it. When a species reached a certain threshold, technological singularity, interstellar expansion, planetary control, they triggered judgment, and the evaluation was based on one fundamental variable. What does this species do with power? Do they dominate weaker life? Do they consume their environment without restraint? Do they wage war to ensure supremacy? Every species answered the same way. They chose survival over empathy, control over coexistence, power over balance, and the arbitrators responded with annihilation, not out of anger, but correction. The universe, it seemed, had a firewall, and intelligent life was the virus. For billions of years, humanity remained invisible, a fragile primate species on an unremarkable planet orbiting a medium-sized star in a quiet spiral arm. We fought each other with sticks, then steel, then fire, then nuclear suns in our own hands. We nearly ended ourselves multiple times before we ever left our atmosphere. But somehow, impossibly, we survived. We reached orbit. We walked on our moon. We sent probes beyond our solar system. And somewhere deep in the structure of space-time, something noticed. The threshold had been crossed. Judgment initiated. It didn't begin with invasion. It began with silence. Every satellite stopped transmitting at once. GPS failed globally. Power grids flickered. Astronomers reported something impossible. The cosmic microwave background radiation had shifted. Across every radio frequency on Earth, a signal emerged. Not in any language, but in all languages simultaneously. A message that bypassed translation and spoke directly to cognition. Every human heard it inside their mind, rich and poor, child and elder, believer and skeptic. The message was simple. You have reached capacity. You will be evaluated. A panic consumed the planet. Religious leaders declared prophecy fulfilled. Governments scrambled for explanation. Scientists ran simulations that all ended in catastrophic probability curves. Then the sky changed. A structure appeared above Earth. It was not a ship. It was not an object. It was a geometric impossibility, a shifting lattice of light and shadow that bent perspective itself. It stretched from horizon to horizon, visible from every point on Earth simultaneously. It cast no shadow. It emitted no heat. But it radiated authority. The arbitrators had arrived. For the first time in history, humanity stopped fighting itself. Wars paused. Missiles stood down. Markets froze. Because suddenly, nothing mattered except survival. The structure above Earth began projecting images, not of aliens, not of destruction, but of us, our wars, our genocides, our environmental devastation, forests burning, oceans choking in plastic, cities built on exploitation, weapons tested on our own kind. Then it showed our triumphs: art, music, rescue workers running into collapsing buildings, strangers donating organs, scientists sharing vaccines freely, children protecting animals, communities rebuilding after disaster, humanity in its worst moments, humanity in its best. The evaluation was not hidden, it was transparent. We were being weighed, and for weeks, nothing happened. No attack, no countdown, just observation. Then came the verdict. The message returned. Your species demonstrates recursive self-destruction. Probability of universal destabilization E 87.4%. Corrective action required. Across the planet, gravitational anomalies began forming. The moon's orbit shifted by 0.02%. Earth's magnetic field destabilized. Ocean tides rose unpredictably. This was not immediate extermination. It was controlled dismantling. The same pattern seen in extinct galaxies. Slow collapse, unavoidable extinction. Humanity had failed, just like every species before us. But here's where the story changes. Because unlike the Valkyrie, unlike the Threx, unlike the machine theocracy, humanity did not respond with defiance. We did not launch missiles at the sky. We did not attempt to weaponize the unknown. Instead, we did something irrational. We chose to sacrifice power. In the next part, you'll see the unprecedented global decision that shocked the arbitrators, the impossible human experiment that rewrote cosmic law, the flaw humanity discovered in the judgment system, how humans became the first species in existence to survive evaluation, the terrifying truth about what the arbitrators really are.